We have all had moments when we feel like life is not working out in our favor, or that no matter how hard we try, nothing ever seems to change. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. You know that saying, "What goes around comes around"? It turns out that there's some truth to it. There are laws of karma that dictate how our lives play out. These laws have the power to change your life for the better if you apply them correctly. The good news is that understanding the powerful laws of karma can help bring clarity and even transform your life for the better. In this video, we will expose 7 powerful laws of karma that are life-altering. Watch out for number 5 because we think it is probably the most powerful of them all. Let us know your thoughts by leaving a comment below. Now, before we dive in, be sure to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for a free giveaway. Number 1. The Law of Creation. The first law we will discuss is the Law of Creation. Have you ever considered that life is not a matter of chance, but a matter of choice? That everything in your life was created from your own thoughts and actions? The Law of Creation states that our lives are a result of what we choose to give attention to. In other words, our lives are what we make them. Let's delve into this concept further and explore how we can use it to create the lives we've always wanted. First, you can harness the superpower of thinking positively. According to the law of creation, our reality is determined by our thoughts and beliefs. If we believe something will happen, then it will manifest itself in our lives. This is why positive thinking is so important. When you think positively about yourself, others, and the world around you, it creates a ripple effect that has a powerful impact on your life. For example, if you think positively about a certain project or goal in your life, then you'll be more likely to work hard on it and achieve success, all because you believed in yourself. Secondly, you can harness your intentions. In addition to thinking positively about ourselves and our future endeavors, another important aspect of the law of creation involves harnessing our intentions. We all have desires for what we want out of life. However, simply wishing for something isn't enough to make it happen. What's necessary is taking actionable steps towards achieving those goals and putting in effort towards making them come true. For instance, if you have the intention to build wealth through investing, but don't actively pursue opportunities that could help make this dream come true, such as researching different stocks or working with a financial planner, then chances are it won't become reality anytime soon. As with anything else in life, if we want something bad enough, then we must take the initiative and go after it. That's when things start happening. Thirdly, we are responsible for the creation process in our lives. The law of creation also emphasizes taking responsibility for creating change in our lives, rather than relying on outside sources or forces beyond our control. It's easy to blame someone else for why things aren't going as planned. However, this doesn't do us any good in terms of actually solving the problem at hand or moving forward with our dreams and aspirations. Instead, focus on what you can do differently today to help bring about change, and keep doing it until your desired outcome becomes reality. Let's now take a look at another law of karma, which we know can make a huge difference in your life. Number 2, the law of responsibility. The law of responsibility applies to how we think about ourselves and others. It tells us to never blame others or external circumstances for our problems. Instead, we should look inwardly at ourselves to identify where change needs to occur. We should also be mindful of not placing unrealistic expectations on ourselves or others. By doing so, we create unnecessary pressure that can lead to stress and unhappiness in life. The law of responsibility is a valuable tool in helping people become more intentional about their actions, both internally and externally. It reminds us that every decision we make has an effect on our lives, for better or worse, and encourages us to take ownership of these choices so that we can create positive change in our lives. As you move forward in life, remember the power of this law. By taking responsibility for your thoughts, words, and deeds, you will be able to reach new heights personally as well as professionally. Number 3, the law of action. Have you ever heard of the saying, "Success is not an accident"? Well, it turns out that there's a law that supports this claim. The law of action states that to create lasting success, we must take consistent, meaningful action toward our goals, no matter how daunting they may be. This law encourages us to never give up on our dreams, no matter how hard it may seem at first. It reminds us that the only way for us to achieve something is through consistent effort over time. No one ever achieves success without taking action. So if you want something bad enough, then get out there and do whatever it takes. Because with enough persistence and dedication, anything is possible. All you have to do is just start taking one step at a time towards your goal. Before you know it, you will be able to achieve your goals and live a happy, fulfilling life. Before we continue, we would like to give you a free gift of our book, The Ultimate Manifestation Guide. Inside the book, you will discover 15 secrets to help you manifest your dream life faster. Here at Mindset Flow, we are committed to helping you live your best and most fulfilling life. So get your free digital copy today by simply clicking the link in the description. Let's continue on. Number 4, the law of change. I am sure you will agree that this law affects all of us in a big way. We cannot escape the fact that nothing remains constant. Everything changes all the time. This concept can be both unsettling and inspiring, depending on our perspective. So how can we learn to embrace this law of change and use it to our advantage? The first thing is to understand that change is necessary for growth. The law of change is a necessary part of life. It's how we grow, learn new skills, develop relationships, and eventually discover who we are meant to be in this world. Without change, there can be no growth or progress. Secondly, we all must learn to embrace change. The best way to embrace change is to understand why it's happening and then take action accordingly. For example, if your company decides to reorganize its departments, try to look at it as an opportunity for you to learn something new or gain a different perspective on your job or career path. When you see a chance for growth in any positive or negative situation, you're more likely to find a sense of peace with whatever changes come your way in life. Another thing that you can do is to focus on what you can control. It's important to remember that while some things may be out of our control, there are still many things that we have power over. For example, if you don't like your current job or living situation, instead of complaining about it, focus on what you can do next to make a positive difference in your life. Take the initiative and make a plan for yourself, create goals, and set deadlines so that you can have something tangible and achievable within reach, rather than just wishing things would magically get better by themselves without any effort from you. It's now time to talk about what we believe is the most powerful law of karma. Number 5, the law of cause and effect. Have you ever noticed how things seem to happen in threes? Or how a single action can result in an unexpected reaction? That's the law of cause and effect. The law of cause and effect is defined as the principle that every action has immediate or delayed consequences. It states that our actions, or causes, will dictate the results, or effects. This law applies to both large-scale events, such as world politics, and small-scale events, such as personal relationships. It also applies to our decisions, because our decisions often lead to consequences that can be positive or negative depending on the situation. It's important to remember that cause and effect aren't always obvious or immediate. For example, let's say you decide to make changes in your diet. It might take several weeks before you begin to feel any physical changes. But those changes still exist regardless of whether you don't see them right away. Similarly, when it comes to making decisions about our lives, such as what career path we choose, it can take years before we can fully appreciate the effects of the decisions we made. You might be wondering, this sounds good, but how do I apply cause and effect thinking? To apply this thinking effectively, we must first become aware of potential causes and effects in each situation we face, so that we can make informed decisions based on these factors rather than relying solely on intuition or emotion. Additionally, it's helpful to practice conscious decision-making by asking ourselves questions such as, what could be the potential consequences of my actions? This helps us stay focused on possible outcomes so that we are better prepared for anything that may arise from our choices. Finally, it's key to remember that all actions have good and bad consequences, so being mindful of this fact whenever possible is essential for living a successful life. Number 6. The Law of Abundance. The Law of Abundance states that when we do good deeds, we receive more abundance from the universe in return. For example, if you donate to a charity or volunteer your time for a good cause, you will likely receive more abundance from the universe. Conversely, if you take something without giving anything back in return, for example, stealing or cheating, you will likely end up receiving less abundance from the universe because of your negative actions. Number 7. The Law of Balance. The Law of Balance states that all aspects of our lives must be balanced for us to experience true fulfillment. This includes mental, physical, spiritual, and emotional balance. When we are out of balance in any one area, it affects the other areas as well. For example, if we focus too much on work and neglect our physical health, our mental and emotional health will suffer as well. Achieving this balance requires self-reflection and awareness of what areas need more attention than others. There are many ways to bring balance into your life, such as setting boundaries for yourself, taking breaks from technology or other distractions when needed, or making time for self-care activities like yoga or meditation. The key is to find what works best for you and make small changes over time until you feel more balanced and fulfilled in your life. There you have it, 7 powerful laws of karma. Did you find this video helpful? If so, please share it with your family and friends. You could help someone understand the laws of karma and learn how to apply them to their everyday lives. They will be grateful to you, and you will be part of all the good that will come from that. It will be a positive feedback loop that will only bring more good into your life. Plus, the more people understand the laws of karma, the better our world will be. Now that you can see how to harness the powerful laws of karma, we would love to hear from you. Which law do you think is the most powerful? Let our community know by leaving a comment below. And before you go, be sure to like and subscribe, and also remember to grab your free gift by clicking the link in the description below. Thanks for watching, and have a day filled with good karma.